This is my dream car, Mercedes E-Class E250, and the make this particular unit is 2013-2014. Why am I saying 2013-2014? It is because any car that is produced in November in a year gets the features of the next year's model. So if this car was produced or released 2013 November, if you're to go and get a 2014 E250, you'll still get it with the same features. And here we go. Let's get to see why it's my dream car and why it's so standing out. This car is a statement piece, and the first look that it gives you, it's like asking, what are you bringing on the table? Do you have business with me? How far do you want to go? And what it gives you is a wide grill, radiator grill that has that is badged already. Down here we have honeycomb design pillars here, exactly. Then some awesome intelligent light, LED lights here, like we looked in the C180. This almost looks similar, just that the curves have been doubled to give you sort of two-way, yani inakani kama it's pointing directly to the middle of the grill. And that's it from the front. Everything from the front in every Mercedes, you realize it has signature lines running from the far end of the hood, and then one from the middle. And that's not by mistake. This is to give it a signature look, so that becomes a head turner. Unapita na gari ukiingia mkutano and people know this is serious business, and this is serious business. They always say that the devil is in the details, but before we get to the devil, let's get to look at what it has on the side profile. Immediately you're graced by these big 18-inch double-spoke AMG wheels. This is one of the best that you will have. And why? Hizi sika zile rims unanunua pale Kirinyaga Road, ukipiga pothole inapasuka. This, like I told you in the previous review, is the worst that could happen is the rim would possibly bend, but it will not crack. So that's a plus for safety. And Mercedes is known for its amazing feature in safety. Let's move on. So as we get close here, something also beautiful come here. This is not your normal wing car. You'd expect it to have one single line, but this one is like C-shaped, just to give it that classy look. We talked about it being a head turner kind of car. So move with me here as I also show you. It has two forms of opening the door. It has a sensor here and a key on the side as well. So that's like a multi-functional door in how it looks like. Then they have given it that side skirt, AMG Sport Look side back side skirt that gives it an amazing side profile, and the signature line that runs from the rear wheels all the way to the back. This is fantastic. You can see the awesome waistline, silver line there, and then a beautiful roof line looking fantastic. On top there we have already opened the sunroof, which we will talk about much later or in the middle of this episode. And then as we move, we also look at the tail. The tail is like a shark tail, just to give you that look. You're cruising and it's the aerodynamic effect. Let's move back. The same wheel at the back. As you move to the back, you also notice that you have sensors. This is a side sensor to help you when you're reversing. Fantastic. As you move back, you're graced with this LED light as well. That is amazing. They are also attached to the tailgate. That's half of it. I don't think there are bulbs inside here, but these are LED bulbs that are looking fantastic. Then this particular unit is a CGI, but they didn't stamp that badge on it right there. And then because of, you know, men love curves, so they decided to give it a curvy look right there. Interesting stuff. Of course, the signature E250 that comes out bright and beautifully, the Mercedes-Benz logo. And then, just to confirm, these are actual exhaust. These ones are actual exhaust. This diffuser si ya urembo. Igari ijapelekwa mwea, so it has not been raised. So it also comes with the sensors too. So that is the side profile. While still at the back here, there's something we need to look at, and that is the size of our trunk. This one is much bigger than what we looked at in our first episode in reviewing Mercedes-Benz. So let's get to see what it has. Oh, this one actually, to notice, it actually opens wider, yani inakupatia space ya kupack vitu. The other one ilikuwa inabidi umeinama, ni kama kuna mahali unataka kufanya kitu. But let's not talk about what you would do when you're doing like this, but closer to it, it has more spacious here, so that means you can pack traveling bags na kamzigo kidogo kama umetoka shopping if you need to. Beneath here, unlike our previous review, this one gives you a spare wheel and everything that comes with it. It has the jack, it has all those, but this one is a mini spare wheel, and this one is not automatic, so you have to force issues and bang it. Bang the door, not bang whatever you're thinking. And that is the look that we're getting from the E250 2014 model back, which we may call a beautiful asset. We have the front feel, the back feel, the side profile, and now we went to get to where the details are, because this car gives you a feel of a different world. When you're in this car, you're in a different world. Why? You can even be feeling cold on one side and your co-driver is feeling warm. That's a dual climate zone, and I'll tell you more about it. Let's get to the details. This is the look of elegance. From the frame there, you get the Mercedes-Benz branding. The door mat there is AMG labeled. An electric steering that should be giving you a state-of-the-art feeling. And let's get inside it now to have the real feel. Oh guys, this feels classy. Yani gari inakupatia different feel mpaka unasikia kuongea kizungu mingi zile vocabulary umekuwa umejiwekea. But that's not just it. Let's get to the details. One, what welcomes you here is the start and stop keyless entry for you. And then, so of course we had explained this in our previous episode. Then just below it, there's a knee airbag in case of an accident. Wow, good stuff for you. Then this is an electric steering. It has been awesome leather, stitched to the finest you can. This leather is soft than your heart, and you should be kind enough to it, so to just protect it. More to it is the elegance that comes with this car. It doesn't have a bigger display like we had in the C180, but something also to notice is that it comes with a signature analog clock that is Mercedes badged, which is an interesting feature. And we're talking about this car when it's still off, and for us to enjoy the luxury and the features, I need to turn it on. So the first thing is just to have your foot on the pedal, that's the brake pedal, and then we said it's a keyless entry, that is start and stop. So we start machine. Aha! Guys, I told you this might be very tempting because this is my dream car. It might be very tempting for me to talk so much about it, but let's get to the basic. One of the things that this car brings to the table that is quite exciting for me is that it's the lane assist. For example, ukitembea Thika Road, umedrive Thika Road, umeenda, because the road is marked, the moment you try changing the lane, you will have a shaky steering to remind you that you need to do it intentionally. Probably it was happening when you were asleep. That's one feature. The other feature that actually is mind-blowing for me is the adaptive cruise control system. That, and let me explain it. Tuseme una drive tu kwa barabara na umefika 100 kilometers per hour. That is the speed you're driving at. Ukifika, we engage adaptive cruise control, which we engage from this point. Uki-engage adaptive cruise control, ukiwa 100 kilometers per hour, it means your car will move at a constant of 100 kilometers per hour when your feet are off the pedals completely. That means if the car in front was traveling at 120 kilometers per hour, this machine will not change its speed. It's going to stick to 100 kilometers per hour. But if the car in front changes to something, say 80 kilometers per hour, this car has enough sensors to tell it that it needs to slow down, and you don't need to do it. It will do that automatically. So if the car in front dares to stop, you don't have the chances of hitting it, and that is a feature that amazes me every time. More to that, I told you about dual climate zone. This is what it does. In case mimi napenda kusikia baridi na my co-driver enjoys feeling warm, of course I should be making them feel warm, especially if it's a significant other. They want to feel warm, and it's not coming from, well, my words or a touch, then I can help them. This car helps you to make sure that that one side inaweza kuwa baridi na hii side moja ikuwe warm. That's an amazing feature. Something else I also need to tell you is that it also comes with rain sensors. Rain sensors are placed in this console. What that does, immediately there are droplets of rain that are fallen on the windscreen. The car wipes itself. Like it does the cleaning automatically. In short, this car is supposed to make your work easy, yet effective, beautiful, calm, and a head turner. Everyone would want to look at you. Hii gari mtu akiingia uhitaji kumwambia wewe ni nani. They would feel the difference. In fact, if you ever decided to love differently, this would probably be one of your favorite cars. To just recline the seat and have your significant other also recline so that you can start enjoying the view of the sky. And how do we do it? I explained that feature in the C180 previously, how we adjust our seats here, and I'm going to repeat it for anyone who is watching this as their first episode. So this is how we do it. So if you want to recline this particular part that is hugging me, this car, or this machine as my lakeside brothers would call it, this is a machine, bwana, don't joke. This part that is hugging me here, giving me a sporty bucket feel, can actually be reclined, and we recline it from this particular point. I hope my camera guy Egon is giving you that feel. Fantastic. I don't know how far it can go, but it can go deep and wide. Oh, there we go. So this is the same feel the next or your co-driver should be having, which means you'll be staring at a beautiful sky and reminiscing and having those stories you should be having by the bedside. This is an amazing car. Let's get to it then. So then we also get, but before that I need some comfort. So let me get back my seat where it was. I told you about paddle shifters, but I'll not get tired of reminding you because I'm here to do the homework for you. The paddle shifters actually work with the drive modes of this car. The drive modes of this car, it has 3, and they are right here. 3 modes. The first one is the Eco, which is the economy driving. We have the Sport and the manual. So for you to engage the manual, if you engage the manual drive mode, it means you're going to be driving with the paddle shifters. Normally the paddle shifters are for people who want to feel the aggressiveness of an engine. I'll talk about the engine much later after the details of the interior, but if you want to feel how that car pulls the rev it gives you, and how smooth it accelerates, because I also think Mercedes are peculiar people. Why? Mercedes machines do not accelerate just sharply. It's a personality in these cars. They accelerate smoothly, and it does not stop until you get to the very peak. So smoothly as you go up. The feel is different, like you would feel in an Evo 10, for example, because you feel like you're being pulled. This one gives you a smooth transition of acceleration, which is a personality, if you ask me. These final trims right here should have been wooden, but I think it's better wood than I have seen. Well, talking about woods, it's a different agenda, but this is an awesome fine finish. As you can see, I like it. I like the chrome finish they have. It actually have more metallic feel than chrome. Then the leather finish, of course, it comes with Mercedes elegance and class. And more to that, everybody would want convenient spaces. The convenient spaces in this car are almost similar to what we had in the C180, just that it's a bit more spacious and more comfortable. What it does, it gives you space here. Whoa! So this space right here gives you more options, like having a USB cable in it ya kucharge simu. Unaweka hapa ndani na inakuwa comfortable. Watu mnapenda kuweka simu silent. Unaweka ina charge ikiwa silent as you take matters serious with whoever you will be cruising with right here. Okay, then it also introduces you to another beautiful glove compartment there in case you have documents or items you would want to have there. For those of us who actually enjoy coffee or any drink when you're driving to keep you hydrated, it gives you some awesome cup holder here. Not very big, but sizable enough, if you ask me. Then they don't have to remain open. Then you can close it so that it gives that console a complete finish as it should be. Well, I am still staring at this signature clock, and I like how it looks. It reminds you this is a Mercedes. Be easy on me, but go hard and go fast. I have the capability. All right, having spoken about the cockpit, can we move to the back now? I give you a feel. But before that, I told you about the panoramic sunroof. But then how important is it to you? This panoramic sunroof comes in 2 stages. You open the sunroof and you open the curtain. So curtain ni mahali meenda kuna twigs ama nini utaki zingie, but you still want to enjoy some awesome feel ukiwa hapo ndani. So we open it from this console. So the first thing you open is a curtain, or if you were to relate with the curtains you guys are having at home, you first deal with the sheer. So that sheer is open now. What do we do next? We open the sunroof itself, and it opens majestically and colorful. Just get to see it, man. Whoa. Ai waku soft life bwana. Tafuta pesa waseme unapenda wa mama. Okay. Now we have talked about the cockpit and everything it comes with. I think now it's time to know whether the guys you will be having at the back will be experiencing the same comfort as you. And there's only one way to know. Will I fit there? Let's get to see it. At the back here, bearing in mind that I had adjusted my seat for my own comfort, it means another guy of my size can fit comfortably. Although the leg room is not quite spacious, I like the headroom. The C180 was giving us our downlight here. This one does not come with it, but the fabric finish and all gives it a very comfortable feel, and the leather finish. I like this armrest, possibly because there should not be anyone sitting in the middle, because it would be very uncomfortable for them. So then now when we are here, we have to talk about the convenience this car brings in case you have a kid. You can attach the baby's car seat right here so easily, and that's automatic. Immediately you bring it close and it plugs in, it locks itself. Then while still at the back here, this is the best space to talk about the safety. This car has the ones I can see right now, the airbags. If I was to count, it has one on this frame, one on this other frame, and it has 2 on the dashboard. Then it has a co-driver's airbag, an additional one on the steering wheel, and there's another one on your knees that should be protecting you. Interesting enough is to say, even the headrest for this for the back seats is also adjustable. Something also to notice is how Mercedes takes care of your sound, because when you're cruising, good music is like motivation. So they have added a speaker that looks like a bar at the back, and that's the same that has happened on the dashboard. Then some awesome speakers on every door, and especially on the front doors, you realize you have speakers almost where the side mirrors are attached. So this car is an amazing car, and I like it. I can't wait to own one. But then, well, still at it, if you're a brand and you would want to work with us, hit our DM. My social media handles is at Marvin Gakonyi on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Mkuja mtuvalishe tukae hizi magari yawa. Ai, acheni mchezo bwana. If it's a fuel company, mkuwe mnatujazia hii gari mafuta. We show people what it takes, and because you will be the best in the industry in terms of fuel, we can tell them how your fuel performs and whether we can come fueling at your place risk-free. Having said that, as well, in our signature preview of the C180, we said from here the next place to go is the heart of the car, and the heart of the car is the signature in Fast and Furious. Let's pop the hood and see what this heart has. Can it accommodate 1 or 2 players? Let's get to it. Well, we have popped the hood, and it's time to see what the heart has for us. Whoa. We can confidently say it has a clean heart. But what you're seeing here is a 4-cylinder, 2-liter engine mated on a 7-speed automatic transmission gearbox. It means all the performance you would want if you're a person who wants to to cruise in style and comfort, this is your machine. But in case you would want to get to more details about the engine, that will be our last image at the end of this episode to tell you about the horsepower and the torque. If you look at this side mirror, you will realize that the inner part is a bit dark, but more to that, there is a line here that shows you a triangle here. This triangle, in case you're driving and on your side profile there's something you had not seen, if you get close to it to hit it, then this blind spot assist blinks red to tell you that you're just about to hit something and you can avoid it. That's how magical this machine works. It does the bigger part of work for you. And that's what Mercedes is about, the elegance and the smoothness in every drive you're having. This car, particularly this unit, you'll get it from Mercedes Center along Gong Road with 4.5 million, and you can reach them through the number that is running down there on their screen, or reach out to their social media handles also running down there on their screen. And having said that, that brings us to the end of our episode today, but not to the end of us reviewing Mercedes. So if there is any Mercedes machine you would want us to review, please comment on the comment section. If you have any proposal in business you would want to do with us so that we can advance the car reviews space, please hit our DM, that is at Marvin Gakonyi on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. I have been your host, and until next time, this is Here We Go.
Mobile Journalism Africa. Our stories are best told by us.